Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today is another sit down. I know you guys love the sit downs, especially because you guys are a bunch of unstable bitches. Clock it. But they show no fish. You say you found it, but she's still gonna hold on. They didn't say you found it, but she doesn't. Not only will I be speaking on this topic, but I'm currently experiencing this topic. And how do you know? Because these are the most played songs so far. You have Still Over It by Summer Walker. You have Doctor My Eyes by Kamari. Come on now, please. You have Chalumbo. Just give it up, boo. I lit a candle to set the mood. Okay. I always light a candle for my sit down videos just to set the energy right. And also because I'm a fire sign. And if you didn't know, based off your element, right? So if you're a water sign, go take a bath. Go feel some water. If you're an air sign, go outside, get some fresh air. If you are a fire sign, feisty, fiery, right? You get ignited, you get all that energy. Actual fire. But I couldn't find a video that really got into detail on what it's like to be ghosted and also how to handle it, right? We all know that the feeling sucks. I don't need to sit here and talk about how it sucks, why it sucks, right? We all know why it sucks. Like, please, you're literally just you're left hanging. You're left hanging. Like the end of the book, the hanger cliff, no closure, no nothing. That's where you're left at. But I'm here to bring you a different perspective on it. I'm here for you to bring your power back and to gain your energy back and understand that you literally have nothing to do with being ghosted, and you're not the only one that it happens to. Getting ghosted. Getting ghosted. You can get ghosted by a friend, you can get ghosted by your manager, you can get ghosted by a coworker, you can get ghosted by a cousin, you can even get ghosted by a complete stranger. Ghosting is a thing because people lack the ability to be able to communicate and the ability to express themselves without there being any type of conflict, or they're just avoiding the feelings altogether. I've been ghosted and the ghoster, and so I can speak for the ghosted because, well, you're feeling abandoned and you're feeling like, damn, like, what did I do wrong? Did I say something wrong? You're probably rereading your text like, you should have never said that. You should have never typed with that many letters. A simple hey with one Y would have been fine. Why did you have to send 3 or 4? You delusional ass bitch. Right? This was my internal monologue. I don't know about you. 9 times out of 10 is probably the same. Us women, we overthink like no other. Right? And then there's the times that I've ghosted. Self-sabotage. I liked a guy. I didn't know how comfortable I felt with that feeling of liking him, and I pushed him away, and so I ghosted him. Sometimes there's nothing to say, right? Sometimes people just have you so fucked up that there's really nothing to say, right? Like we've had the conversation. This doesn't look right. You know where I'm going with this. We've had the conversation. I've already told you that I didn't like what you said, how you said it, the time that you said it, whatever. I set that boundary with you. You didn't want to appreciate or listen to that boundary. And so therefore the boundary is no longer needed to be communicated, right? We don't need to speak anymore. Honestly, I'm good and I'll ghost you. I feel like that's the only ghosting that's acceptable. If you've already tried to communicate the issue and you've already tried to communicate how you feel, then please ghost by all means. Now, if you haven't communicated the issue, if you're simply just in your mind, you're just with your thoughts, you're just with your emotion, then you should, so that way you can get some kind of closure. And if you don't like the answer that you have or the answer that you're being given, then you have every right to remove yourself from that situation. Now let's talk about how to get over it and how to deal with it. The very first mistake that you make is suppressing your feelings. If you're anything like me, you feel a very tense feeling in your chest. You feel a very tense feeling in your entire body, right? Because it's activating your fight or flight. For people who have abandonment issues, it is 100% activating your fight or flight. What does this mean? You're either going to resist the fact that it happened in the first place. You're going to act like it didn't happen because you're too embarrassed to even accept that you just got left there. Or you're going to want to fight against it. You're going to want to give this person a peace of mind. You're going to want to be petty. You're going to want to try and get some revenge, which if you're new here, one thing about me, I don't believe in revenge. I don't believe in revenge. I don't think that you stooping as low as the person stooped with you is going to make you feel any better. It might make your ego feel better for like 3 little seconds. And then after that, What, you're just going to continue the cycle over and over and over? So this person did a shitty job with you. And so because this person did a shitty job with you, you're going to go and do a shitty job with another person. And then this person is going to end up taking all that negative energy and doing a shitty job with the next person. And then you're going to meet the next person and things are going to reverse. You're going to be the good person on one end and you're going to be getting the shitty end of the stick. Why? Because you just put the shitty end of the stick out there. With that said, you are going to want to feel your emotions. You're not going to want to dwell on them, okay? And so give yourself 2 days, 3 days max for you to sing the sad songs, watch the sad movies, sit in your feelings for a little bit, and simply just let them flow. If you feel that you need to cry, you have every right, you have every valid reason to feel your emotions. What I mean by not suppressing them is expressing them. You're going to express your emotions in whatever way you like to do that and let it go, right? You can sing it out. You don't have to have a good singing voice to put on your songs and express the way you feel. Put some Rod Wave if you'd like to. Put some Jhené Aiko, okay? This is the song that I recommend right here, simply because it's giving you affirmations. It's allowing you to release the person with love, right? If you pay attention to the words, she says, I pray you find your confidence. I pray you find your confidant. So therefore, she's saying, even though it didn't work between us, I'm not going to give you the same negativity and the same immaturity that you just gave me by not communicating, but I'm going to pray that you have a better life, and I hope that it works out with the next person because you're never getting next to me again. So not only did she just raise her self-esteem up in this song, she's saying confidently, with love, with grace, thank you, right? This has been great. I no longer choose to have any business with you. I pray you find your person. I'm not that person. Because it's not the end of the world. And if you're anything like me and you have abandonment issues, it feels like quite literally the end of the world. Part of the reason why it feels like the end of the world is because you're looking for control in a situation where you have none. You're looking for control in a situation where you have none. None. Can you get up and drive to the person's house and take their phone and send them a text through their phone so you can get home and have a text? No, you can't do that. All you can do is let it go. All you can do is let it go. And when the person does come back, if they do, you can choose wisely. You can choose wisely. You can understand that maybe they did just get busy and forget about it. We're human, it happens. Or you can follow the intuition that you've been having, which is this person doesn't put me as a priority the way that I do them. I put them on a pedestal. I'm not on their pedestal. I refuse to be treated this way. I'm not going to respond because I don't need to. Because you don't need to. Who's putting a gun to your head and saying that you have to respond? The only reason that you feel the need to respond is because you're an insecure ass bitch. If I'm being real, okay? The only reason people put people on pedestals is simply because they put themselves here and then they put the person up here. That's what makes it a pedestal. They don't see them as equal. Whatever reason they choose to. Okay? A lot of people, we're living in a very egotistical world. A lot of people do it in a materialistic way. So therefore, I'm going to put this person up here because this person has more money than me. This person has more opportunities than me. This person has more followers than me. This person has nicer clothes than me. Whatever it is, right? And then you put yourself down here. But for what? Because the person up here, their shit stinks just like yours does. This person up here has the same human emotions and feelings and doubts that you do. Why would their materialistic things come up here? Because those materialistic things are making you insecure. You know why they're making you insecure? Because you need to rewire your brain. Instead of thinking it as, damn, this person has more than me, why can't I be in that position as well? We're quite literally living on a floating rock. So therefore, if you think any of your desires are unachievable, you're mistaken. It's a miracle that you're even here, alive, breathing, speaking, experiencing, and you think that you can't cross off that one little thing on your list? You are going to tell yourself in your mind, anytime that you feel that fight or flight, anytime you feel that I don't know what to do, what do I do, what do I do? You are going to reassure yourself by telling yourself, it's okay for me to feel this way. It's valid that I was human and that I wanted to speak to somebody that I enjoy speaking to, and I didn't get the same energy in return, and that sucks, and it's okay for me to feel sad. That's what you're going to tell yourself, because it is, and you're not going to feel sad forever. And the more you come to terms with the fact that that feeling is going to pass, the more likely you are to get over it that quickly. Don't rush it now. It's your emotions. It's going to last for as long as it needs to, but once it passes, don't dwell on it. Just let it pass. Ask yourself why you want to speak to this person, okay? This right here, asking yourself this, whether you're saying it out loud, whether you're writing it down, whether you're talking to somebody about it, asking these kind of questions are going to split your conscious mind with your subconscious mind. And so therefore, it's going to create a split for you to see clearly on the situation, for you to think logically, right? And sometimes, not all the time, because sometimes it is a mutual feeling, but most of the time, we over-romanticize text messages and calls and all these things that give us lots of forms of dopamine, and we attach ourselves to it. And so sometimes we have to ask ourselves, well, did I want to keep texting him or her because it feels good to do so? Do I actually like what we're talking about? Or am I just looking for some kind of attention because I'm lonely and I'm trying to fill a void? I'm bored and I need something to do. And we've just been talking so much that now we've just created this routine within each other, and I just don't know how I'm going to get rid of it. Ask yourself that, because it's important to know. It's going to make a huge difference. It might even make you wake up and, damn, I don't even like this person, so I don't care that they ghosted me. Matter of fact, it's a mutual ghost. I'm never speaking to you again. You have to understand that we can only control what we can control, right? And so now that you've validated your emotions, you've not only accepted your emotions, but you've accepted the situation. Now you're going to reflect on where you've been putting your energy and where all that energy, all that overthinking, all those doubts, whatever, where that kind of energy can go. Because when you think about it, the kind of energy that it takes for you to overthink, the kind of energy that it takes for you to doubt, right? Those are very intense energies. And because we're all alchemists, which means we all have basically all control in our reality and what we want our life to be, you can convert that energy from negative to positive. You can do so by putting that energy into yourself. I focused on what I could control. For example, I'm going to be vulnerable here. The last week, I was not prepared whatsoever for work. I woke up, I didn't even have time to acknowledge the fact that I'm up, I'm breathing, I'm thankful for being up and for breathing, right? And I just rushed straight into my job. Not prepared. No lunch, no snacks, didn't bring a water bottle. Had to wait until I got home to drink water because I didn't have enough for the vending machine. It is what it is. I just paid bills. 2024. Okay? Once YouTube starts cutting that check, subscribe. Once YouTube starts cutting that check, that's a different story. Till then, though, I'm prepared. But so what I mean is, last night, I got even more upset because if you've been ghosted, you know that being ghosted 1 hour, okay, cool, whatever. A day, there's a chance you might get a text back tomorrow. More than 20-something hours is ridiculous. You better never text my phone again. You might not ever even know that I exist again. Like, my existence in your world. Most important thing to remember, and I feel like that goes for anything, that goes for detachment, that goes for ghosting, that goes for ending friendships, out of sight, out of mind. This does not mean you're going to lurk the person's story and see if they posted. You're not going to check if they've liked any recent posts because simply it's not any of your business. If the person doesn't want to speak to you, then you can decide if you'd like to speak to them. If you want to give them a piece of your mind, I mean, by all means, that's your decision. I don't support that. I don't enforce that. Don't get any ideas from this video. That's never the message I'm trying to put out. But focus on things that you can focus on and things that are going to get your mind off of it. Again, I got ghosted 2 days ago. You know what I did last night instead of text the person back and blow their phone up? Let me show you. Let me show you just how true this shit is. Let me show you. I bedazzled my laptop. I ordered a bedazzling kit, bought a clear case. It comes with 5 others. You think I'm about to be worried about what the person's doing tonight? I'm bedazzling. I'm bedazzling. I'll show you what playlist I have tonight. Let me show you. First of all, let me turn my D&D back on. I don't know why it came off. Right? Let me show you. Songs that make me feel good. back to the streets. Send him back to the streets and pick up your bedazzling kit or pick up your coloring kit or pick up your makeup. Do something. Move your body. Move your body. Get up out the chair that you're sitting in, dwelling in, and overthinking, because you're overthinking about nothing. You think that he's worried about overthinking? And mind you, I'm saying this after the 3 days. I'm giving you a 3-day grace period. Damn, that sounds demanding. I mean, these are your feelings. Please take all the time that you want to take, but just feel what you need to feel so you can let it go and understand that it's okay to feel that way. And yes, getting ghosted sucks, but you can't control if the person ghosts you or not. And that goes for, you can be having the perfect conversation, but a person just automatically decides not to respond, out of your control, which is the perfect opportunity to focus on something that is in your control. Ciao.